Morrowind touched me, just like my uncle a few years back, and I've never quite been able to shake it from my memory. I tried it for the first time a year or so ago, expecting some crazy old unk slop, but it turned out to be one of the best RPG adventures I'd ever been on. Today, I've decided to give Ardenfall a shot, something my comments have been suggesting quite a bit, along with Tainted Grail, which, yes, I promise is coming. Ardenfall is often described as an indie Morrowind, updated graphics, controls, and combat compared to its inspiration, along with a deep story and complex questing systems. The demo is completely free to try on Steam. Now, with full disclosure, I was approached by the creative team to give it a try. However, this review is not sponsored and will be a completely honest first impression of the game in my regular style. So let's get into it. We're presented with a short opening cinematic. We were on a boat and got trapped in a crazy storm which dragged us below the water. We awake on a foreign land and must forge our own path from scratch. From here, we're taken to the character creator, which is very similar to Morrowind's but is exponentially more streamlined. There are various races with different starting strengths and weaknesses. I decide to go for an obsidian dwarf. Next up is attributes, where you allocate points into strength, intelligence, agility, endurance, or charisma. Each of these can unlock various quest options throughout your journey, along with boosting the designated skills on the right. Then, you select your major skills, just like Morrowind. No minor skills, and you're only allowed 3, so make your choices wisely. Selecting one of these options will provide you with a bonus to your proficiency level, along with how fast you level up while using them. Finally, you get to pick your traits. These are kind of role-playing options that can pretty heavily impact your gameplay. I highly recommend Survivalist if you give it a shot. There are several locations you literally cannot access without this trait. My character is a stupid barbarian, so I also went brute with a deep spec into strength and heavy weapons and armor. With the introduction out of the way, let's begin our journey into Ardenfall. Here we go. Pong Krell awakes on the sandy beaches of Bikini Bottom. Where are we? Ah, someone's still breathing. Praise the waves. Okay, very cool. You have the Fallout style dialogue options here, where depending on the traits your character is, you can pick different dialogue options. Now, Pong Krell's a bit of a brute, so I'm gonna pick all the meathead options I can. Help me find someone who still draws breath, and I'll see you well received in the cities of the coast. Brute! Punch him in the face. Okay. You draw back and drive your fist square into his forehead with all the force you can muster. Well, did I break the quest line? How flexible do we have here? Morrowind. Morrowind would have an answer to that. Let's see if he does. Need healing. Rock. The gray rock. I wait. Looks like we're on a quest to find a gray rock. Oh, interesting. The clothes have a passive on them. In this case, they give you -10 reputation. What is this? This looks evil. Rusted katana. Well, the fact that I punched that guy square in the mouth did not do me any favors. It is faithful to Morrowind in the sense that it has given me no quest marker or direction. We're looking for a gray rock, and that is the only lead I have. Of course, I am the only one who can be blamed for this. There's like an underwater area. Man, if only Argonians were in this game. Could see what's down here. Storage cavern. You spot a small cavernous opening. Did I just discover a secret dungeon with my special survivalist trait? Shell katana. Interesting. This is like Dark Souls, where if you don't have the skill to appropriately wield a weapon, it's harder for you to use it. Ooh. It's like a dungeon in here. Dude, I love the art style. Like, if I could design any game myself, this is the art style I would go with. Oh, heavy attack. Big block. Man, that combat feels nice. I mean, compared to Morrowind, everything feels more fluid than Morrowind. Morrowind, my #1 complaint is that the combat is, like, really dated in the fact that it uses, like, an isometric dice rolling system, which really should not be the case. If you can see your sword go through someone's skull, it should count as a hit. You shouldn't roll and then see a miss. Hot take, I know, but I prefer that. It also has the Morrowind layering clothing system where you can put on, like, you can put on clothes underneath your armor. Oh, we got lockpicks. Here's the true test. What's the lockpicking mechanic like? It's just like Morrowind's. It's my favorite lockpicking mechanic where you just click on the thing and it decides if you get to open it or not. Oh, I like this sword. I like this sword. Scroll of Standard Ice Spike. I assume I need to cast ice magic to get through here. Aha! The magic is a bit more like Oblivion's, where you just put it on your hotbar and it just goes. Level 2! There's got to be something down there. The Argonian in me wants to explore the water. Treasure! I knew it! Thunder Tide Great Axe. Okay, that sounds... that sounds pretty cool. Oh, there's readable books in here. I didn't know that. Cave for days and there's nothing to show for it. Cool, okay. I like a little bit of lore building. Oh, shit. Yeah, this combat's great. Potions of levitation. Oh, boy. These were removed from Oblivion and Skyrim because of all the trouble you could get into with them. Excited to see what I can do with them in this game. Discovered Bisawa. Got a little town. Hello. Aren't you a bit seasoned to be guarding this village? Accepted. That must have been a speech check. Salt of the Sea, what are you? You're even more hideous than a Nayar. Great. I'm glad they kept the racism the same. You can tell this was obviously Morrowind inspired. We got a merchant over here. Oh, there's stealing in this game. Can I try and steal that? I think my pickpocketing is 1. Like the worst it can possibly be. I don't want to get arrested. I'd like to see what's for sale. Whoa, this armor looks pretty cool. But I need to be heavy armor level 20 for it. Backpack! I need a backpack. Oh my god, it's 1,700. I gotta talk to everybody in this town and see what's up. Apparently there's a beast that's blocking their passageway. Okay, yes, we got a little quest journal. And this is the only lead I have so far, is to find Iago, the leader of the town. One of which is colossal and lodged in the pass of Akaga. Oh, it's got like a glossary. If you hover over words you don't know what they are, it tells you. Permit me to remain, and I'll clear the trade road, then be gone. Oh, there we go. Quest started between a rock and a hard place. Well, obviously the first thing I'm gonna do is throw fucking hands with this creature. Oh, this thing's weak. Giant creature? Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Minus 10,000 reputation. Oh, I just decimated the town. The village is dead. Homes lie in ruins, doors hang loose, blood stains the earth. Oh. Oh, no. The creature has left only death in its wake. Oh my god. Guys, my bad. Ponkrell, he swings first and he asks questions later, okay? Oh, look at all the dead bodies. What have I done? Oh, free loot. Don't mind if I do. Plate helmet. Backpack. Oh my god, it's a 20-page lore book. Okay, I'm actually going to read this.
A few moments later.
According to their natural inclinations. Okay, interesting. This book kind of describes like a similar system to the star sign or sigil stone from the Elder Scrolls, where people have different personalities under different elements and how it constructs their society. There was probably like quests and stuff for me to do in here, and I just killed them all. This environment is so interesting. Uh-oh, it's just the guy from the beach. My head still aches from your spirited blow. By the way, if circumstances leave you in possession of items better moved quietly, I can be of service. Okay, this guy is like a fence, I guess? Kimashi. I don't know if that's like a ghost's name or that's just what it's called. Okay, that might be like a Daedra, maybe. Oh. Small gap. I really like this, how there's like some exclusive areas that you need a skill check for. I have a high enough agility and I'm a survivalist, so I can do either. But that's really cool. Level 3. Okay, I need this to level 20 minimum. Now I can put on all my cool armor. I look sick. Look at me. All right, let's see what this ominous cave is about. Oh, shit, its head came off. Oh, my God, that actually almost killed me. I was not ready for that. Oh, my God, this area looks fucking awesome, dude. I love this art style, man. Ah! Whoa. I wonder if I was, like, a magic character, like a mage, I would be able to do something more in this area. Nice job, Javra. Oh, I just killed my friend. I'm sorry. There's so many, like, different branching passageways in this dungeon. Oh my God. Like, I can't get over. Like, I know I've been saying it like 1,000 times, but, like, I just love how this game looks. Like, this is the exact design direction I would go in if I was to make my own game. What is this? Vent. Strength and intelligence. Usually those are not paired together for a check, but I definitely should have the strength to open this. With all your might, you stomp your foot down onto the blockage. Oh, it's a little bubble, and they go up there. Oh, I'm in a bubble! What's up here? Oh no, another one of these things. More of this magic. I've seen blue projection stuff before, but not yellow. All right, let's see what's down this way. Oh, it said something. Oh, this must be the trailer. Oh. Okay, I think the fact that I did this, a violent end, and just steamrolled a whole town, definitely left me out of some content. So I'm going to go back and just see if I can pick up from the save before that. Okay, see, there we go. The village is intact. I'm glad I saved before I did this. Sword Hero Mealbug Plush. What? What is this? Collectible. Oh, Iago sent me. A beast blocks Biswara's trade route in my way out. The mysterious flower. Oh, I already picked that up. I know exactly where that is. That's in that cave or little water pool behind me. Oh, I did something. I gave it a flower. Oh, it didn't kill the village this time. All right, now is the town happy with me? You have my thanks, Pong. Supplies and trade may return to us now. I would not have guessed it, but the beast has gone back to sea. Speech, can I have some gold? I think my speech is level 1. And minus 25 reputation. Okay. Well, you know, can't blame me for trying. Oh, from up here, you can see the next city you go to. That's where that big catfish thing was. And then this is the next town over, which I guess you can't go to within the demo. No way I'm allowed to go. Oh, okay, I don't think so. I think that tornado is not going to let me go to Akaga. Yeah, and then does a cutscene. So with that, I conclude my introductory adventures through Ardenfall. Let's jump into my review, and let me restate, for the record, I am not being paid or persuaded to say anything here. This is all 100% honest. I am thoroughly excited for this game's full release. Ardenfall, to me, is the perfect love letter to Morrowind while keeping up with the tastes of a modern audience. The combat is well fitted for an action RPG, unlike Morrowind's, which is incredibly dated. Don't get me wrong, I love Morrowind, but its combat is absolutely a weak point of the game. Dice rolling inherently isn't a bad system, it's just not a great fit for an action game. There's a good reason why it's never seen in new titles anymore. Ardenfall's combat is what I wish Morrowind's was. Visceral, tight, and efficient animations, blocking and parrying systems. It's great and still keeps the variety of weaponry you're used to in the Elder Scrolls 3. Staves, scrolls, slates, ninja stars, daggers, bows, you name it. The developers took their own unique approach to the art style, and as you've heard me say a million times, this shit is awesome. It is beautiful, it is stylized, and in my opinion, a timeless design. I've said this before, but I think Morrowind also holds up graphically better than, say, Oblivion. They didn't try and go for the crazy realism at the time, and in 2002, they made the best with what they had. Oblivion went a little too far on one side of the scale, if I do say so myself, but Ardenfall is obviously quite a bit more stylized than both of those games. There's even an option in the settings to make it look more like Daggerfall or an older 90s RPG if that's your cup of tea. As far as general quest feel, there seems to be several ways to go about nearly every quest I picked up. Part of that has to do with the trait system from the character creation. That's something Morrowind doesn't explicitly have. Of course, Morrowind's quest design is also very liquid, but skill checks within dialogue are plentiful in Ardenfall. It's much closer to something like Fallout. They really lean into this system, not only within conversation, but also with how you react to the open world. Is your strength high enough to intimidate someone or smash your way through a cave entrance? Maybe your knowledge of the arcane allows you to see or interact with magical creatures differently. As you're watching this video, I created a mage character to see how much the gameplay changes, and there's several things my first character could do that my new one can't. The quest design is also very faithful to the original Morrowind experience. There's a journal with notes, but no specific directions or quest markers. Fans of a classic, more immersive exploration experience will definitely be happy about that. Ardenfall has an impressive amount of RPG systems present in all my favorite titles. Stealth, bartering, thievery, lockpicking. I saw on the loading screen you can get into relationships with NPCs. It's shockingly elaborate for an indie title. You can drastically affect the world around you in ways that completely change the environment, permanently. As far as honest criticisms go, this is a demo, so I have to try and keep that in mind. FPS stability was great, but I did crash a couple times. I also feel like the trait system can very easily offset the weaknesses in your attributes. For example, my barbarian is stupid as rocks and has no aptitude for magic whatsoever. However, if I simply picked the Mystic or Scholar trait, I would have access to all those magic-inclined options in dialogue or gameplay. My suggestion, maybe have the traits locked behind an attribute prerequisite. Maybe you need 5 points in intelligence to pick a magic trait, or 8 in strength to pick brute. I don't know, right now it feels like you could cook up a character that could do almost everything immediately. Usually for an RPG, you'd want to wait a bit before you let the player do that, but that's just my 2 cents. My final complaint, I wish I could play Ardenfall right now. I could have played this for 8 hours straight. This is a demo, and there's still secrets to uncover that I missed. I'm very excited to follow this game's progress, and I'm ashamed it took me this long to try it, especially as a Morrowind enjoyer. Do yourself a favor, check it out on Steam. The game's not out yet, but the demo's free. I'll leave the links down below. If you try it yourself because of this video, please comment down below and let me know how it went. If you discovered anything cool that I missed, also let me know, because as I said, I'm doing another full playthrough right now. Thanks for watching the video all the way to this point. If you'd like to support the channel further, consider becoming a member. All the people on screen now get exclusive content, early access to videos, and a bunch of other perks. Special thanks to SauceDaddy86, Scrollsy, Metalhead433, and Dagoth for the additional support. Becoming a member is completely optional, but I appreciate it all the more. I've been Frostbreak, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.